Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is the banner review for Purgatory Meliodas. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to of course have a look at the banner. Very good characters overall, some rare characters. This Melly's bad. Daria's not the worst. She's somewhat decent. I don't know why they did that. She's somewhat decent, and the rest of them are all very good. She's not too bad. She's definitely not the worst. She has uses, especially with the Ultimate One being a character. But the first thing I want to do is we're going to have a look at what Melee does. So this card here is called inflicts frenzy damage equal to 200% at level 1. Frenzy is the effect of 1% additional damage for every 1% remaining HP the enemy has, plus half of pierce rate. Well, not half pierce rate, 2 times pierce rate. His level is this card, which is the AoE, is called Slash, and Slash is, I think, just 50. It's based off about 50% of your pierce rate, which is not actually too bad. This card I have seen do quite a bit of damage. Let's go for his ultimate next. His ultimate is inflicts a magic explosion damage equal to 500% of attack on all enemies and apply damage suppression to the hero for 1 turn. So damage suppression is just you add a damage cap. He also ignores. This does scale with ultimate, so the damage suppression, aka the damage cap, and the magic explosion, which is this effect, which I'll explain in a second, does go up with ultimate level. So at 1/6, it ignores 30% of the enemy's crit resistance and 60% of the enemy's crit defense. Of course, it's not like Cleave, so it's not as broken. Cleave is completely broken, especially trying Melly's ultimate. But it is very broken at 6/6. He has damage suppression for 2 turns, so it only lasts 2 turns at 6/6, and it's 40% damage cap. As well as the multipliers, it being that at 6/6 he ignores 60% crit resistance and 120% crit defense, as well as having a 750% AoE multiplier. So let's get on to the passives. The passive is what really makes him broken. Is at the start of the battle, apply 3 bonds of Purgatory on the hero. When the hero takes damage during the enemy's turn, or when the hero uses a skill, remove 1 bond of Purgatory. When all stacks are removed, gain True Magic. True Magic is removed after a skill, and then they gain 3 bonds of Purgatory again afterwards. So so you constantly keep stacking this melee's passive. So pretty much, I should say, enemies just single target your melee, just fully target him. After attacking him 3 times, he then gets another buff, which is 50% attack-related stats increase, which is pretty broken. And then you do that 1 attack, but it's only for 1 attack. You only have 1 attack, not even 1 turn. It's 1 attack, and it disappears. And the bonds of Purgatory, I believe, just give everyone on your team, if they're a demon race, 20% damage reduction. So it's actually pretty good. They don't stack either. You do get 3 bonds, but you only get 1 stack of damage reduction. Because if it was 3 stacks, it'd be kind of broken. 60% damage reduction turn 1 is pretty broken. And when all the stacks are removed again, True Magic, after you use, you get Purgatory back. I've explained that. In addition, applies an effect that depletes ultimate gauge move by 1 for 2 turns on enemies who did not use a skill. When attacking enemies assuming a stance or with a debuff, so when enemies have a stance or a debuff, the melee himself does 40% more damage, which is very, very strong. That means that melee is going to be good practically everywhere. I reckon it'll be very good for Demonic Beast, mainly because they attack several times, and the fact that if they attack him 3 times, he gets his buff again, especially for a place like Dogs, where like attack-related stats, he buffs his own attack-related stats, plus you've got the Tonar buff, plus you've got Freya as well, and whoever else you really want to use. Your stats are going to be super high, especially this melee. I will say I do have a slight problem with it being melee, is that the only 2 dark characters in the game are now 2 melees, means you can't have 2 dark characters and 2 light characters on the team. You can still only have 2 light characters, a dark character, and then another type. But that's just a slight irritation. Of course, you've got Trey Melee on the banner, Esterosa, this is his first time being back, Liz, Merlin's time first being back as well. Deanne, of course, this melee's pretty useless. Scenari's not too bad, but she only has 1 slight use, which is on Belmuth. This Shin isn't too bad. He always crits debuffed enemies. This is a spike card, and I believe this is a block level 1 skills and the normal Shatter ultimate. Ghostly Green Goth is very useful. Daria's is also very good. Someone Merlin, who's also very broken. You've got the Queen of Matrona, who is super, super good for Bird. Obviously, Miguelda built for Bird. Christmas Lilia, also very good in PvP. Maybe not much anymore, but she was very good. She's also very tanky. You've then got this Liz, which is very good for time limit dungeon. This Melastigula, which has like... So she buffs stats based on 20% of her lifesteal, as well as making you completely immune to ignites. Merlin shield card, and I believe this is Terry's deplete ult gauge with normal Melastigula ultimate. Your Ragnarok Barn, still very useful. Your Maganda, very good for deer. Mono, unfortunately she did get heavily shafted because this Brynhild dropped directly after her, and this Brynhild's a million times better than this Mono. And they roughly do the same thing as well. She's not too bad, I guess, if you want to use her for farming. Brynhild, completely broken. Freya, very good for dogs. And pretty much any demonic beast, to be fair. Then you've got Summer Diane, who is good, who's only really good for OG Demon. Zeldris, he'll be very useful because of demons now coming into meta. Of course, the person who is broken for dogs, the dog characters here, Tonar. If you not have her, if you get her, you will be very happy. This character, and then you've got Easton, the Halloween Easton, which isn't the best overall. Anyway, I can do a whopping few summons on here because 3 diamonds on JP, because I haven't been on JP in quite a while. Instant shaft, of course. But overall, I would highly recommend summoning on this banner, only because the character is very good, the characters on the banner are very good, and he just seems like all the characters on the banner. So you have the key character you need for dogs, or the key characters you need for dogs, the characters you need for bird, all on this one banner, as well as having the main character you need for deer, all on one banner. So if you can't do any demonic beasts, this is the perfect banner for you to summon on. You've got every character. You have a chance of pulling every character that's good, as well as pulling some characters that are good that are not used for demonic beasts, being Brynhild, of course, Traitor Melly. Traitor Melly is very good for bird. Liz, a goddess Liz. Well, bloody Ellie, she's not the best anymore. She's very irritating and very good for points in certain, like, boss battles and stuff, but that's really all she has. I don't think we're not getting anything. Damn, these summons have been horrible. Also, there is a 6% banner that you can only summon on twice, and you can only use paid tickets. I don't recommend summoning on that. It is 6%, but you do have to realise that there is a chance you don't get anything. Back in the day, Fever was 7%, and you could just, some people weren't pulling any SSRs in Fever. Of course, I've also not pulled out a single SSR in this as well, which is, this is a Demon Melee, so it's a Lost Vein Animate. This is the only chance I'm going to get of getting this Demon Purgatory Melee. On Global, I will be waiting until Part 2 drops, because Freya obviously had her animations updated, and I don't want her to be the dogs character, not to have enough diamonds to be able to do dogs, because in my opinion I value being able to do hard PvE content better than doing this, because these characters will be back, of course, but I guess festivals are should be more prioritized anyway, to be fair. I think it's the first one as well. It is, and it is Valentine's Day Derrier. I don't actually have that on my main account. But of course it was not Purgatory Melee. Oh yeah, and I got 30 GP points because they now updated it so you get 30 GP points to go. That's actually pretty good. Can I actually see the system? Have I unlocked the system yet? Is the system out? 3%. Oh, yeah, because they changed it, so now you don't need... Yeah, they've now changed it. I kind of like that. So where am I on global? I'm just 8. I'm nearly 8.5. Is it really... Like, okay, think about it, right? You have to be at 13 million box CC to get a 1% attack increase. 13 million box CC. If you don't know, on global, I think the highest box CC is currently like 14 million. So not only did they add up to 17 million, because no one's going to have this attack increase. I guess it won't be that bad for PvP then. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of GP points because every character you get, you times that by 10. So every character you have in total, add them all up, times it by 10, that's how many extra GP points you'll have on the release of the update. I can't read Japanese, but I think it says I need to complete this one. Wait, can I do this one? No. So I don't know how this new system works, this new upgrading system, but I believe you have to get to this one, which is the 4th one. I want to say it's King's one, Sloth. But yeah, I would highly recommend summoning on this banner. We get 300 diamonds for free. We got a recent 100 from the Grimoire nerf. You get 30 from story. You know, we're getting a lot of free diamonds here. You also get a free summon as well, which I'll go over how to get when I do my, like in general, just the update on how, you know, the patch notes and stuff like that. I'll go over it then. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.